How you doing today, Dolls?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Alright, so
How are you?
do you really care? What's going on, everybody? I'm Harry, and with me, of course, is the self-proclaimed king of the world, Edward Dulls Dooley.
Good to be here.
Dulls, there has been some news. The Legendary came out, and they've announced that they're making a Borderlands game. Borderlands is a video game, open world, RPG, very artistic sort of style. It's really cool, really funny
I
script.
think you think they're making a movie.
They are making a movie. They've
Yeah.
announced it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also this week, the official pictures of Michael Fassbender as in the Assassin's Creed movie have come out. So we want to talk a little bit about video game movies, why they're made in particular.
Look, why they're made?
Yeah.
No one knows. Cash grabs.
Exactly.
Alright? Cash grabs.
They're just names that people already know, and that's why they go to see the movie.
There is yet to be a successful one made.
I'd argue that Tomb Raider was pretty successful. They
They
made a sequel.
Critically, though?
Oh, no, there's been no critical ones. No, absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, Hitman is an example. Just came out, not faithful to the game at all. What do you give it? You gave it a
I
pretty
gave
scathing
it
review.
5.5, and I think after a week of doing that, I think I'm a bit generous. The only thing is that in that movie, the action scenes were awesome. They weren't, as you said, they weren't loyal to the game because the game is really stealthy and you're supposed to be in and out without anybody knowing.
Hitman is centered around, just one of the world's best assassins.
Yep.
Who is renowned for getting in and out, killing his target without triggering any alarms. And you described it as like John Wick on steroids.
Yeah,
So,
John Wick on steroids is right because
So
the
that's
action
just-
scene,
yeah.
the action scenes were choreographed and directed by the guys that did John Wick.
well, there you
That's
go.
why I liked those. Those action scenes were fun. They were video game fun, but it just was a shitty movie.
Yeah.
But we've had a lot of shitty movies like Prince of Persia with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I only saw bits and pieces of this,
Oh,
and
don't see it.
I did it on purpose because I just didn't feel like watching all of it.
Prince of Persia's.
He's come a long
games
way
were
though,
awesome.
Jack. He's come a long way.
Exactly. Prince of Persia games were awesome.
Yeah.
But why did they make a movie? That's my point with these movies. They don't need to be made.
No.
They don't. They're just, as you said, they're cash grabs. They're using the name that's already profound and then people know. So people look at a list of movies and go, "Oh, Hitman, that's a game, right? I'll go see that."
And that's a weird one because like that's not even like that big of a
big.
game. Like things like we've got
We got Doom. Doom was massive.
yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Rock was in Doom.
The Rock was in Doom. That's why that movie was a 10, and we'll move on. So, we have there was other ones like Mortal Kombat, which was a bit of a comedy, DOA, and of course the Super Mario Brothers, but none of them have worked.
And there are also like heaps of Street Fighter and Resident Evil ones.
Exactly.
There's actually way more than we think. They're just
There's
all
way more.
they're just all shit and they're like thrown under the rug. so to
Exactly.
speak.
But if
So-
because they're always going to happen. And I'm not really that confident about the Assassin's Creed one, or even the Borderlands one, because
I like the Assassin's Creed games, but even I can admit that the story is not even that good.
No, stories are shit.
It's like it's set in the modern day. They use technology to transport your mind back through to your ancestors' mind, and like you explore that world. And like, how is that going to be done in a film?
Yeah, no, it won't
Well-
be done well. But we might
Won't
be
be.
proven wrong. But
No, we won't.
There are a couple games that I wouldn't mind to see into movies, because we know they will happen. We know that The Last of Us game released in 2013 got Game of the Year all around the block. Personally, one of my favorite games of all time. I loved it. That's being made. I would like to see it because it's getting written by Neil Druckmann, who wrote the game. I don't mind that, but they need to have a good cast. They need to have a good director. But then again, why is it getting made? Because that game was so cinematic. It was like watching a movie. So why is it?
I think if you had to nail it down on one issue as to why game movies cannot be made, it's that games are generally 10 to 15 hours long.
Yeah.
So that's like 10
Yeah,
hours
you
of
got so much
story,
story.
and you got to cram that into 2 hours, and it's always like, especially Last of Us. That's a solid 15, 20 hour game.
Yeah.
How are they going to do that in 2 hours?
But again, they've got.
They won't. They're not going to. I'm sorry.
Okay, they've
I'm
got
just
Druckmann.
not
though.
optimistic about this.
They've got Druckmann. That's the one tick on my book, but that's it. But I'm a massive horror fan. Horror is my favorite genre. I would love to see a Dead Space movie done really well.
Oh, okay.
Done really well. Get James Wan on it, or I'm pretty sure, yeah, he did Insidious. Get him on it. That was awesome. Maybe even get Ridley Scott. He did Alien. Bring him back.
Did some of the Fast Furious movies.
Oh yeah, bring in The Rock. He did Ridley Scott. He did the Alien movies. Let's discount just Alien. Sorry, let's discount Prometheus. But bring him back because this is really like an Alien sort of centric game. So I'd really like to see that. But then again, my last one would be God of War and get Zack Snyder to do it. Just be like 300 sort of style, artistic God of War.
I like that, yeah.
Any ones that you like?
I feel, I've said this before, I'll say it again, I feel Halo could easily be done well. Easily.
Yeah. They were originally going to do it with Peter Jackson, but then it got cancelled.
Peter Jackson could, yeah, he could probably do it. He's good at those epic scale movies.
Yeah.
I still feel it can be done, but there's all talks of like them doing TV series, so who fucking knows?
Yeah.
That's all I've got because I don't think anything can be done well.
Exactly. So what do you think? Leave your comments below. Subscribe for more content. But until next time, we're going back to the candy bar.